Hi guys, I'm Vandana Kapur and welcome to Investor Ladies Show. Today on my show, I'll be having Sakshi Khetterpal. Sakshi is a fashion designer by profession and is providing to a lot of multi-designer stores across India. And she has been doing really well for herself. And here I have Sakshi with me, going live with her. Hi Sakshi, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Very good. So, Sakshi, welcome to Investor Ladies. And
Thank you.
I was just telling my viewers about you. So,
Okay.
guys, I'll continue. Sakshi is a designer by profession, and she has been providing to a lot of multi-designer stores across Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and she's been doing really well for herself. And I've known Sakshi for a decade now, and she launched her brand soon after her wedding. And she's pursued it so well. And, I have seen her go really aggressive with her work. Then I have seen her sometimes feel low as well, but she has really bounced back. And her collection, her pattern making skills, and the kind of team that she has really speaks for the work that she does. And very recently, Sakshi's outfit was adorned by Katrina Kaif, and that kind of exposure, I think, got Sakshi's confidence even more high. And she'll talk more about it further ahead.
Yes, I will.
And for now, Sakshi, we have a few questions that we want to ask you. Firstly, I want to ask you about your journey. Like, what got you
Before, sorry to interrupt. Before we start everything, I would like to say that about Vandana, that she is somebody who is always with you, and she's the one you every time, who's whatever the case is, whatsoever. And there are very, very few people, who are very happy with your success. And I think Vandana is one of them. She is happy with whosoever success it is. Yes, absolutely. I have realized it.
Some problem with my end. Let me just connect them. Yeah, now it's fine.
Yeah. So that's about Vandana.
Thank you, Sakshi. We have worked together. We have, but I've seen you, how you have grown this brand of yours. And it's actually marvelous to see that.
And also, I would want to tell everybody that she was the one who pushed me in this social media drama, I would say. She told me कि नहीं हमने करना है, your brand should be known. Everybody should be aware of what you're doing. She was the one who pushed me. So, there are very few people. That's what I'm talking about, Vandana. There are very few people that, encourage you and they're happy with your success.
So yes, there have been times soon after you had Suhina, and I didn't know that you are working, even though, we met very frequently.
Yes.
And that's when I told you, you are doing all this work. Yeah. And why are you not putting it up on your social media? Because that's your work. You should put it forward.
So channel was the one who supported me in my early years.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Right. So, Sakshi, let's begin with this show. And once again, welcome to the show. And it's a pleasure having you here. And I would want to ask you about how you began and what got you into a fashion designer, because that's not the field that you pursued in school, I think.
Yes, I did not. I had science in school. But since school, I had in mind I wanted to become a designer. There was this really close friend of mine, Priyam, who we lost last year, and it's really sad that we lost her. So we both had it in mind कि हमने यही करना है, and our talks were starting from there and ending to there, and I feel really bad that I just lost her. So sad.
That's actually sad, yeah.
Yes, because our journey started together. I wanted it to end also together. So yeah.
Nonetheless, that maybe that's something that that's what I was talking about. That every time you have felt low, you have just immediately bounced back. and you have reached the level that you are today. So it's actually great. I know about this friend of yours. I heard about her. I didn't know that she was so close to you. But even after that, I have seen you gather the courage and move forward and start your journey again. So that's actually commendable.
So we were in school together. We did science also together. And then later on we decided कि नहीं हमें तो वही करना है, designing only. Actually, my father wanted me to become a dentist, and
oh wow.
but नहीं हो पाया. But nevertheless, he never said no for anything. He was always so encouraging. For like my siblings also, them. They are doing very good for themselves. Just because
the entire family into the creative field.
So encouraging. He always said, "कुछ भी करना है करो, but give your 100%." And I think that is in the blood. So yeah, we are.
But like science and dentistry is a totally different field. Like how come you even went through like 2 years of that, and then suddenly
it was, but I always come out.
But I'll tell you one thing which I can remember. So my sister Anushka, right? She is from this field, creative and everything. So she wanted me to do fashion designing, and soon after my 12th, she said, "You are coming to give this exam with me." She took me. She signed up for that NIFT exam, and at that time, I didn't even know the designers' names. Right. And I didn't know anything there. So I think that is from within. Like I have done commerce in school, and after that, to give an exam for fashion designing, for which I had no interest. So, you know me. I am not one person who can do that kind of a thing.
Yes.
So, yes, I think it comes from within. So, I think since 10th, I knew I want to be in marketing. And no matter what, I pursued that. Right.
Good.
And
you did so well. Yeah.
Thank you. So, right. And Sakshi, I've known you, like I said, I've known you for a decade, and, I've seen you grown. I've seen you grow your brand from scratch, right? And I've seen you low at times, which I was just talking about. But every time you have bounced back. So can you tell us some examples? Because, that will really inspire our viewers.
Actually, I would not. I'm not too much, interested in talking about lows. But yeah, since you are talking about this, I remember one thing which somebody told me who came to me to buy stuff from me, and these girls were gossiping together कि नहीं यार हम ना किसी बड़े डिजाइनर से ही लेंगे, हम ना मल्टी डिजाइनर स्टोर ही चलते हैं. And I'm not just liking this stuff. I mean, though she was liking it, but
it's just the mindset that
yes, absolutely. That mindset is always there. कि नहीं मुझे तो वहीं से ही लेना है. So that was the day when I decided कि अब तो कुछ भी हो जाए, I have to be there.
I remember that phase of yours. Very. I remember we met at one of the hotels in Chanakya, and you gave me a list of all these designer stores that no matter what, I have to be a part of them.
Be there, I'm still trying for a few more, but this is satisfactory. I'm satisfied.
But you're doing really well. I think you're providing to almost like 5-6 stores across India.
I'm giving it to Karma in Delhi and Asmira also in Delhi. And they are doing quite well. I do have personal clients also. And then we are giving it to Ajilia in Surat, which is also doing really well for themselves with my brand. And Azza, not to forget, in Mumbai, the Alta Mount one, which has all the bridal collection. So they have my signature saris, the draped saris I do. So they have all of that. Yes.
So, right now you were telling me about, when they were talking that, we want to buy it from a designer. This thing has happened with me also because, I have taken a lot of things from you, right? And I have been taking ever since you started your brand. So I have always, gone ahead and told people that, Sakshi is doing really well and, her collection is very good. But, people have that thing stuck in their mind that they wouldn't mind spending some extra money, but they would want to buy it from Azza or Karma or from the designer store because, that's like a status symbol for them that, we have procured from this store and we are wearing this designer. And soon, when you launched, those were the very same people who came back and said that, oh wow, Sakshi is doing so well and, I love her collection.
This is, I think, happening every day with me now. This is happening every day. So, when this thought came to my mind कि अब तो कुछ भी हो जाए करके ही रहना है, that challenge, when I accepted it. So I had this one thing in mind. I'm sure सबने ये गाना सुना होगा. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे. So, लोगों का काम है कहना. We cannot just stop them. So my motive is always talk less and work harder.
And do your work, right.
Yes.
That's actually good. And sometimes all these people who are talking about us, criticizing us, they don't know that, somewhere they're actually helping us because of what they are saying, we outgrow and, we want to achieve more.
Yeah, I can actually relate to each and every word you are saying because it's happened with me and you've seen it. So yeah.
I think it happens with almost everyone who is working, especially to working women. We face challenges every day with, neglecting kids. Maybe someone talks about that. Maybe someone talks about neglecting relationship. Someone talks about neglecting your house. But, you know what you have to do. And you have to do it so well so that they stop talking about it. That's what I have started following. Yes. So Sakshi, can you tell us something about, how was this, how difficult was this post your marriage and how Ankit has supported you in your journey, if he has at all supported you in the journey? And how... Yeah, I know about that. And I want you to tell our viewers also about that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, yes, after my marriage, since I told you before, while doing my course, my parents and my whole family was really very supportive.
Right.
When I was in college also. So, during my submissions, each and everybody was awake. Throughout the night, we had to submit, we had deadlines. So just before one day before the submissions day, everybody was with me. So I was really scared कि अब आगे जाऊंगी कैसे होगा क्या होगा. But thankfully, thanks to God, thanks to the universe, everyone was supportive here also. Post marriage, when I started, I think 6 months after my marriage, I started working.
Yeah.
Ankit was really supportive in everything. How I told you, my dad was really encouraging in everything we do for all of us, all his kids. So, Ankit taught me to take risks in business.
Because of the businessman that he is.
Yes, he used to push me कि नहीं कोई बात नहीं हो जाएगा कर ले. Everything is possible. So he made things easier for me. He supported me in every way, I would say. And he was always with me in everything I did. He pushed me कि नहीं, I was always taking this back seat कि नहीं अभी इतना ही करती हूँ, but no, he was the one, नहीं हो जाएगा.
Pushing you.
Yes, be social. He's always telling me to be social, go out, talk about your brand. I'm the one, I always...
See, I know you also. Yeah, I know you also. You like your own space, right? And, but yeah, I've seen you that, you have tried, make an effort that, yes, okay, go out, be social and whatever motivation Ankit has given you. And I think Chetan is same in that sense because he's also always motivated me to work. And in fact, it has been a very different journey for me because before my marriage, my father has always been, why do you need to work? It's okay. We are here. We are looking after you. So it's okay. You don't have to work. But Chetan is one person who has always pushed me that, no, you should work. You should use your talent. In fact, my father-in-law, he had he did a small talk with me just after my marriage, and he was like, see, you have talent and I don't want you to stand in the kitchen to save that 5,000 rupees of a cook and waste your talent and your education. So if you want to do something, pursue it further. And that was just 1 month after my marriage, and I was like, wow, just to hear that, it has actually it started that I have to work. And then Chetan, you know how Chetan is, same as Ankit, they're like workaholics. So I think it's better that I have my busy schedule, or maybe he has just motivated me, so I have my busy schedule, so I don't keep asking him where you are throughout the day and when are you coming home.
Craving, yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
but any which way, it worked really well for me. And till date, he keeps pushing me. He keeps telling me that, he keeps guiding me. And as you said that, Ankit tells you that, take the risk. That's how you do business. Chetan has been telling me that you are one person who should take all the risks in the world, because, you're not dependent on this income, and just go ahead, do whatever you want to do. And I have your back. So that actually matters a lot.
It does.
At the same,
once you get the support from the family, then you're done. Like halfway through, you're done. Then you are done. About anything. Yeah.
Yes. And how do you deal with the I'm sure that with Suhina it is difficult at times when you have to go to work, you have to deliver your assignments, your project, but at the same time something has come up with Suhina, and I'm sure there must have been times when you felt guilty, because that is more important right now than to deal with this. So how do you balance that thing?
See, I've always created this balance. अब बहुत कुछ important होता है. Then the family is very supportive. Ankit's parents take care of Suhina, so that's not a problem for me. But keeping a balance, I always, do as much work, till the time Suhina allows me. Because I don't want to miss on these early years with her.
Early years, yeah.
Because once I miss this, फिर तो उसके बाद तो बच्चों ने अपनी चीजें ही करनी है. So if I miss this, then I am missing on something really important in my life.
Right.
So I just balance my work accordingly. I go to work when she is going to school or her classes. So managing it like this, I think, is easy. और बहुत कुछ important है. Then obviously Ankit is there to see. His parents are there to see. So there's never been a problem like that. Touch wood. Thanks.
Yeah, I think the support from the family actually helps a lot when you're working. Absolutely. And I also always feel safer that, I can leave my kids with my mother-in-law rather than just with the maids. Because although we stay in the same building, but it actually makes a lot of support, because, they are. So even if meetings, I know that, they'll look after them. Nothing is going to be a problem with the kids. So that's actually a very big support. Yeah. And then, at the same time, then there are those people who talk about, who are not working, and they talk about that, you are neglecting your kids, you are doing this, you are doing that. How do you cope up with those kind of criticism and all? Sorry.
No, I think those people are super crazy who talk about all that shit. And as I told earlier, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. हम उसमें actually कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. So just listen from one ear, take it out from the other, and you are done for the day. Yeah.
Right.
So
that's actually, I think, the best thing to do.
Actually, just be positive, and till the time you are personally not guilty कि आप कुछ गलत कर रहे हो, तब तक सामने वाला कुछ भी बोल रहा है, does not matter. I actually feel that. Till the time you feel कि oh shit, हम सच में time नहीं दे रहे हैं किस मतलब family को या balance नहीं कर रहे हैं, then obviously it's your fault, and then you have to check out कि कौन सा क्या कर सकते हैं उनके लिए. But if you say कि कोई और बोल रहा है और उससे मैं affect हो रही हूँ, no, not at all. Yes, I used to get affected, but not anymore. Does not matter.
Yeah, I think that's one thing we learn with time.
Yes.
Right. Initially, I think it's our guilt also, because it's the first time when, we have started working after the child. Yeah. Right.
So I think you have to balance it all on your own. I'm sure you're doing it very well. And I'm utilizing this time also to spend with Suhina. and I give my 100% to her. So I'm just not guilty. And just को जो बोलना है बोल सकता है.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So as we were talking that you have been associated with a few celebrities now, and they are wearing your outfits. And I know a few TV stars who have donned your outfits, but I know for sure Katrina Kaif. So tell us a little bit about that, like how you got into the celebrity association and how that thing happened for you.
It's all work which I'm doing, and people are liking it. Thank you, everybody, that you all are liking it. So one thing which I had in mind when I started working, that promotions kabhi paid nahi karungi. I will never pay anybody to
For the
wear my
promotions.
outfit. Yes,
Right.
that was for sure, and I had decided that on day one कि कुछ भी हो जाए pay करवा के नहीं पहनाना. So after that, I then started sending mails to these stylists. There are very few which reply back, and कुछ करते हैं reply, कुछ नहीं करते हैं, and they feel कि they are small designers, इनसे क्यों लेना है. But nevertheless, the Katrina Kaif thing happened, and it was a big company, Style Cell. If everybody knows about it, I don't know. Anita Shroff handles it, and so the junior stylist emailed me that we would want stuff for Katrina Kaif. First, so I was like, fake mail hai. But nahi, I thought nahi, aise ho nahi sakta. Then I checked everything. No, it was all fine. And then this girl approached me and told me there's a whole procedure to send in the lookbook to them. And then they approve it. Then they call for your outfit to them, and then we have to courier it to. So there's a whole procedure. So once they saw the lookbook, they shortlisted 2 to 3 outfits from my lookbook, and then they wanted me to send all of them. But then obviously वो हो गया, हमने भेज दिया and stuff like that. I was like super excited कि wow, Katrina Kaif will wear my outfit.
I think anyone would be.
I'm sure. And then I spoke to this girl, Soumya, who was the junior stylist. So she told me कि Sakshi इतना भी excited. I told her कि photos भेज देना and stuff like that. So she said इतना excite मत हो क्योंकि we have like 100 outfits having trials. तो जो सबसे अच्छा लगेगा, she has to. So they had to shortlist 4. She had 4 looks which they had to do, and they had a color story and everything. So
it was Katrina Kaif who had to pick up the outfit herself, or it was the stylist?
No, I think the stylist. The stylist does it for them. But obviously, जब पहनने
they
के
have
बाद
to
क्या
also.
best लग रहा है, they decide obviously.
Right.
Because they have to feel confident in it.
Right.
So then she said कि Sakshi इतना भी excited होने की जरूरत नहीं है, because there are 100 outfits in which अभी देखते हैं कैसे होगा, क्या होगा and stuff like that. Then I was like, okay, चलो let's chill, कोई बात नहीं, पहन लिया. I was happy कि चलो मुझे उन्होंने consider.
You got that chance at least.
Yeah,
right.
They considered me. So I was happy with that. And then after 20, no, not 20, I think 10-15 days, she, I called her, ki, what about my lehenga, yaar? You haven't sent it back to me.
You have to return it.
Yeah, please give it back to me now. So then she goes, Sakshi, you don't know. I said, I have not got any message from you. So she said, Katrina Kaif has worn your outfit, and now Kalyan Jewelers have bought it also. So you just have to send the invoice to them, and then they send you the check. And it was like that.
Wow, that's actually good.
Yeah. So short story.
But it's actually very good that how you have come from. I think initially you were making for your friends and family as you just started, and then how your journey has been, and providing to all these stores, and now Katrina Kaif wearing your outfits. That's really amazing.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you one more thing. After Katrina Kaif wore your outfit, I had those people again come back to me that, Sakshi's stuff is actually so good. Because now they want to be in the outfit that, Katrina Kaif is wearing. Yes, I'm sure you must have sold many of those red lehenga. Yes,
we did.
I'm sure.
It was just going from the store that day from Karma when, it was at Karma. And I called the staff there कि ये outfit ना हमें उसके लिए भेजना है Katrina के लिए. And then there was this girl who came for her trouser shopping or something like that. And then she said कि अब तो मुझे यही वाला लेना.
यही चाहिए. Because that's like actually designer kind lehenga, not even like a copy that people buy कि Katrina ने पहना था, we have a copy of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
So nice. So many of such things happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And how is your new collection going? Like, what are you working on currently? And since the lockdown has happened,
it was it was about to happen before the lockdown. We had planned it before it. We had an exhibition on the 20th and the 21st, which got cancelled obviously because of the corona.
Right.
So we have come up with the new collection, which was a surprise for everybody, since we have never done that before. We worked on prints, personalized prints. So, yes.
Because you focus more on embroideries.
Yes, so this time it was prints. Though it was a surprise, but you asked me, so I'm just telling you, And we also have come up with a prep collection. I came up for the exhibition. So we had everything under 15,000. Like the prep collection was like that. Since, the price range is a little higher. So we just thought of coming up with a prep collection this time. And but thanks to the lockdown, I hope it gets over quickly.
I hope so, because if it's the summer collection, I hope people get to see it this summer.
Yes, absolutely.
And how is this lockdown going for you? Are you on a lazy holiday mode, or are you working? Are you doing your sketches? Because, I'm sure right now no one is, there's no team firstly. And how are you coping up with your work?
I mean, sketches, obviously I do it on my own, everything. So, there's somebody asking, it's a money print. I think Chetan is only asking. Yes, it's a money print, Chetan.
Yeah, I think Chetan should wear that outfit then.
No, sorry. Yes, the lockdown is going good. It is lazy also, but as I told you earlier, that I cannot just be without working. So obviously my sketching part is going on. I am doing my work side by side, but yes, this quality time which I'm getting with the family is also very, very good. We are getting time to play games. I have time to teach Suhina, and there's so much time with Ankit because he keeps traveling so much. So this is the time, we are getting along. Yeah.
Actually, this time, people have started taking more positively. Like, people I'm talking to, they're spending that good quality time. In our normal day-to-day life, we actually neglect so many things, And now is the time when, we are just sitting, spending that quality time. And in fact, I was telling Chetan also that, before this lockdown, that you don't spend time with me. And, I was like the happiest person when this thing happened. I was like, now you have to sit at home all day.
Sit at home, absolutely.
Nowhere to go.
Otherwise, there is no time. Matlab, one suitcase is always packed for Ankit. Ki abhi kabhi bhi, he has to travel.
Leave.
You all know.
Yeah.
Aaj main nahi aa sakti because Ankit is not there. So So this is very good that we are getting time to spend with each other. But yes, we are working.
Yeah, actually.
He's also working.
I think this is the time when you can do everything right now, because you're saving a lot of time in which, you are meeting people, your travel time. So you can focus on yourself, and, definitely some schedule of the day in which you are working, and, the lockdown is going to open in next few days, maybe next few weeks. Yeah. So you have to be ready for that. It shouldn't be that, kal se lockdown khul raha hai and now you don't know what to do.
What to do.
Now you will start, now you'll start making your goals. Kya kare aage? So you have to be a little prepared for that, and I think that's very, very important.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So that is going on side by side. But वो नहीं है ना, we are not stressed कि अच्छा आज हमने ये submit करना है and आज हमने ये देना है. There is a deadline for this. So that stress is not there. So
it's not there.
Free, yeah.
So this thing has actually done good for us because there's no pollution, so we are breathing in the good air. There is no stress, right? So that's actually going to give like some positive impact on our body and our entire household. Yeah.
Yes, we are working out every day.
So that's actually important. And इससे पहले बल्कि होता था that we're not working out every day. कोई ना कोई excuse है that we are doing this or that. And I think Chetan and Ankit have started their conversation with whatever little time. Yeah.
I can see that.
Right. Right, Sakshi. So it was actually a great honor having you here on this show.
Oh, thank you.
And
thanks for having me and talking to me.
And actually, your story inspires me because you know how you have worked so hard to achieve what you have. And I hope it inspires other women also out there. And this is the whole purpose. This is the whole purpose of doing these live shows these days, because at this time when people are sometimes feeling demotivated of what to do, what next, what holds after this lockdown for them. So hearing these inspiring stories of women who have worked really hard and how they are coping up at this time of crisis, it's actually very important. And it spreads a lot of positivity to the listeners. So yes, thank you for coming on the show and sharing your collection and your thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And please stay home, stay positive. And this time will go, obviously. This will pass.
Right. Yeah, of course, this shall pass.
Yes.
Right. Okay, Sakshi. So I'm going to end this now and see you very soon.
Thank you for having me. Yes, sure.
Thank you. Bye.